Everything was ending and being reborn. Things slipped away unrecognized. By the time that they were missed, it was forgotten what they were for. Vague feelings of uselessness and emptiness waited patiently and silent behind the well-organized drama of daily life. Habit and ambition drove away the sacred like flushing game out of hiding with a consuming fire. Things dissolved in shapeless pools, and then they froze crystal into new geometry, remembering a little of what they were and how it was somehow important. All Hallows Eve found the flesh talking to the spirit, the living asking the dead for the blessing of memory, the blessing of memories and knowledge hard won, connecting generation to generation, mother to daughter, father to son, an electric tree of soft lightning and DNA, a ceremony to honor the other side of this life and to remember what is so easy to forget, that we must dance with the ghosts into the new light. And it shines on now, and now, and now, now. It is very quiet tonight except for the occasional insane barking of some Nazi dog who still imagines that he has a territory he could actually protect. Ignore those dogs and their paranoid fantasies. They are wasting our time and attention. Because it's out on the edges beyond the yard light's glare that the ghosts are dancing. Beyond the gray moving shadows, they ignore those dogs and their hollow threats. The ghosts dance on coyote trails, and the coyotes know the ghost dance in their bones, and they see through its eyes. Without malice, coyotes dance with the ghosts of their shrinking world, and with a simple and elegant necessity, they adapt and change and continue to live among us. With unemotional clarity, they see things as they are, and coyotes do see the ghosts. The ghost dance does not want to convince you of anything. It does not want you to change or to get your vote or your money. The ghost dance does not care if you believe in it or not. The ghost dance is witness to the passing of things. Witness to the shifting shapes of patterns that connect. They connect from beginning to the end. There is comfort and confidence in the accuracy of the ghost dance. Its songs have asked the appropriate questions at the appropriate times in our history, and those questions still go unanswered, and what was warned against, asked about, is now coming to pass. Much is passing away. It is a cold realization to accept the fact that a lot of what we might hope for may never happen, no matter how diligent we are. The ghost dance is the beautiful loser's story, the story of those turned away and forced to compromise with uncompromising people or situations. Shapes shift and the ghost dance moves into futures that remember the honorable past and keep it alive. The ghost dance reminds me that I am a small animal in a big universe. I am not all that powerful, but I am a small part of powerful things. Awesome waves that I may never even know, but I can feel them now moving in every direction, stirred by every breeze, and nourished by the light and the warmth of time's slow fire, and in the moving spirit of water. Mists rise, ghosts dance, the rain falls, and new worlds are born from those that are passing. Chief Seattle in 1853 said, "A few more moons, a few more winters, and not one of the descendants of the mighty hosts that once moved over this land and lived in happy homes protected by the Great Spirit will remain to mourn over the graves of a people once more powerful and hopeful than yours. But why should I mourn the untimely fate of my people? Tribe follows tribe, nation follows nation, like the waves of the sea. It is the order of nature, and regret is useless. Your time of decay may be distant, but it will surely come. For even the white man whose God walked and talked with him as friend with friend cannot be exempt from the common destiny. We may be brothers after all. We will see. At night, when the streets of your cities are silent and you think them deserted, they will throng with the returning hosts that once filled them and still love this beautiful land. The white man will never be alone. Let him be just and deal kindly with my people, for the dead are not powerless." Dead, did I say? There is no death, only a change of worlds. Chief Seattle. Ghost dance. All over the Americas, the tribes were losing their lives and the dreams that they had hoped for. The Great Spirit seemed to be passing away. Wovoka's voice rose from the canyons in the southwest, and the people believed in his dance. They believed in his dance that would bring it all back. Bring it all back if they just danced enough. Just enough to awaken fallen buffalo and to resurrect from greedy death all of those already taken. And they danced enough to frighten the overlords who sent for armies of priests and careless executioners. People who tolerated nothing they did not understand. With a manifest destiny of nightmares and blood in the snow, they were heedless of any memory that was not their own. Unable to hear justice, unable to hear anything but the siren call of hubris and vain duty. And to drum and flute they marched until no one stood in their way. And that ruthless victory over those too noble to be cruel is still hollow, is still haunted by dancers and ghosts, because there are laws that will not be broken, and death is certainly not the end. Regardless of your politics, your science, or your religion, all the things that we could debate and argue, there is one undeniable fact. Much of our natural world and old possibilities are being harvested, mined, and managed to our own self-referential design. Old wisdom is being lost and ignored. Knowledge hard-won down through the ages is being set aside for more sophisticated goals. Much is passing away. You need only look around. Will we say goodbye to the roadless places? Say goodbye to forests and prairies, rivers and lakes, the seas themselves? Will we say goodbye to the sky and air? Will we witness the passing of plant and animal communities whose value is unmeasured? Will we say goodbye to the tribes, say goodbye to farmers and communities, say goodbye to common sense, and say goodbye to civility and the American dreams of Mark Twain and Rosa Parks? Will we say goodbye to walking in silence in unmeasured time? I choose to dance with these whirlwind spirits, each breeze a memory turning in on itself until the future and the past are joined in now's moving vortex. The Ghost Dance.
Range 2.5 nautical miles. Altitude 1,800 feet, now 1,500 feet, 1,200, 1,000 feet, 1.5 nautical miles out, 434 feet, 265 feet, 165 feet, 116 feet, 75, 45. Gear down in lock. Touchdown. Nose gear descending now. Touchdown. Mission Control, Houston at a mission elapsed time of 6 days, 23 hours, 56 minutes. The SWAT team is home.